trying to do, and that's something that kind of went bad. I mean, Charlamagne, I think he's going to have some challenges because he got to deal with that whole thing from 20 years ago. He said some things where he ended up having to backpedal, and I don't know how to.
Yeah, so basically, good morning out there, first and foremost. Hit the thumbs up button. Try to get some likes up in this mug. But basically, Boyce Watkins, who inserted himself in this whole Kwame Brown saga because he was on the sidelines, just like a lot of these other big YouTubers who pander or, are connected to the black community. And you notice one after one after one after one, they all have tried to insert themselves. Rather it's Boyce, Tommy Sotomayor, Hip Hop Viral News, who did this interview with Boyce Watkins. And them niggas just kind of messy too. They were saying taking shots at Kwame because apparently they tried to do something with Kwame and he didn't do it. So they like, oh, I think the YouTube fame got to his head. I'm like, do y'all not know this dude is basically a celebrity for the last 20 years? And if he was a household name for modern basketball fans in the last 2 decades, what are you talking about? It's fame. Like, this just to discredit, but Boyce is going out of his way to defend Charlamagne. Charlamagne the molester, Charlamagne the pedophile, whatever you want to call him. He ain't no god, but, he's going after Charlamagne. He's basically taking up for Charlamagne. You got to be careful when you out here publicly supporting your friends before you even know the details of what they might be in trouble for. It's nothing, if he's really a friend. First of all, everybody calls themselves friends in this industry circle, and that's really bull. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't friends. Y'all are cool. Y'all are associates. But when be patient before you quick to say, yo, free Ray Ray, free Tata, free Pookie. You don't know what the fuck these niggas done did. They probably robbed a bank, stabbed a little girl on the way over. You don't know. You know what I mean? It was a cat a couple months ago in Indiana. He killed his whole family over a stem check. Now what I look like saying, yo, free my boy John, man, because he holding it down. I got to put something on his book, man. This nigga's a criminal. And Charlamagne, took that lesser charge for a reason. I don't care about it. The disgusting part is it's not just Boyce, it's other people out here too. Corey Holcomb, Charlamagne, my people. He put me on Breakfast Club. I like, so damn, Corey, because he did that for you. What does that have to do with the rest of us? So the rest of us is supposed to understand, well, okay, he looked out for you, Corey, but what the fuck does that mean to us? So because he did you a favor, all of us is supposed to be cool with it. You know what I mean? But this is, Darlene was on there talking about how it's old. It was 20 years ago. Who gives a fuck? Like, imagine somebody telling you, oh yeah, your daughter got molested, she got raped. It was 20 years ago. Oh, that's old. That is so insulting to say. That's old. I don't care if it was 50 years ago, 20 years ago, 2 weeks ago. The shit is foul. And Boyce is just like the rest of them. You know what I mean? Like, be careful. I mean, R. Kelly, what was this energy for R. Kelly when he had all of this going down and they did documentaries and Charlamagne was on that documentary, ironically. Where was the support at from R. Kelly? R. Kelly worked with 85% of the music industry for almost 30 years. They all turned their back. Because R. Kelly if he was a part of that get along, go along gang, those days was over by the time this happened. He wasn't a part of that. Because if he was, he would have got some support. Charlamagne is getting a lot of support for someone who's got this over his head. A lot of support. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, I don't know if they're on payroll. Kwame thinks that Charlamagne is paying people to attack him or go at him on YouTube. That could be true. But a lot of these cats is just bitter and they just want to be a part of this. And if you don't give them an interview or help them build, they get mad at you. I'm glad ain't nobody get mad at me if I don't, reach out or if I don't respond. But I don't really collab with a lot of cats on YouTube either because a lot of these cats is funny as hell. Real funny. You see how Tommy's been acting and all that bitter shit. But Boyce, Boyce has lost a lot of support recently. A lot of people are seeing through him. A lot of people now see why Tariq has always called him Boyce Watkins. Not to get into his personal business, but wasn't he friend zoned for like 20 years? And just, he always, my problem with Boyce, and I subscribed to Boyce years ago. financial extraordinaire, all this stuff. How many of you who've actually been watching Boyce all these years, how many of you have actually made money? His advice has actually helped you financially? Answer that question. Some people might say yeah, but a lot of people probably be like, not really. You're not preaching a realistic. You're not realistically teaching modern black people how to make money. Boyce, it's like his crowd is black people, but when you turn on the video, first thing you say, all the intelligent black people hit the like button. All of the, and it's like I get it. The Pookies and the Tyrones are annoying, and you can't save everybody. But if there's a Pookie or a Tyrone or a Ray Ray or whatever listening, don't down talk them and make them feel beneath you because you're highly educated and they're not. And the problem is when you throw around how many degrees you got, it comes off like you're better than everybody and you're talking down on them. I don't talk about my education. I went to college, I finished all of that, but it's my first time even saying it. But to look down on people like, not everybody has those type of credentials. And it feels like Boyce is particularly only talking to a certain kind of black people. And you can't help the bulk of the community when you're doing that. See, Kwame has a wider range that he can reach because the way he speaks, the way his southern drawl, his realistic, talking to Kwame Brown or watching his videos, it's like talking to your uncle on the back porch drinking a beer. And everyone can relate to it and understand it. He's not throwing around big words he can't spell like T.I. or some of these other cats. It's relatable. And Boyce is not relatable to the average black person. Not to me, he's not. I was able to watch some of his things. I think Boyce won me over a few years ago when he did that video on Popeyes and how Popeyes marketed everything to black people. I was like, all right, this is pretty cool. But for the most part, nothing that he does is realistic. You're not pushing. We need trades back in schools. You're not pushing trades. Young black men need to learn trades because this job market is starving us out. They don't pay you enough to really, get over. They pay you just enough to get by so they can make sure you come back next week to work and get another check. Black people are still living check to check for the most part, and we've been voting for 50 years. We got some real issues here. Real issues. There's no progression really being made on a grand scale. And Boyce, to me, doesn't really help that. But like I said, you want to support people like Charlamagne. And for people who saying, oh, y'all ain't no better. Y'all are getting on here starting mess. Black people need to get along. Not all skin folk is kinfolk. First and foremost. You got to forget slaves sold some other slaves into slavery. Like that. Not all of us is the same. And I have no problem putting somebody on blast if they're clearly misleading black people like Charlamagne and a lot of these other cats have for years. And he might not influence me or influence you personally, but I know a lot of people who he does. He's a #1 selling author. You're on the biggest radio black hip hop market, show in the Breakfast Club. He is a big influencer, mainly on young black people, black teenagers, people in their 20s, 30s. Not maybe to your moms and them, to the people 40, 50 and up, but there is a big portion of young black people who listen to Charlamagne and hang on his word, and they want to know who's the donkey of the day and all of that. So yeah, don't underestimate his influence just because you might not like it. A lot of cats really do fuck with Charlamagne. So it is a problem that you got people out here misleading black folks, and these are your people in the everyday media. Every day, 5 days a week he's on there. I was riding home from work and I turned the radio on just for a few minutes, just for the hell of it, and I skimmed through and he's on there talking about, oh, happy born day to Tamika Mallory, my partner, my friend, and my sister. Go buy her new book. I'm like, he puts it out there for you. How do you not see this? He said, my partner, my friend, and my sister. Those 3 words. These people are all running together, man. He know damn well that girl is not no real activist. He know damn well this girl is playing black people, but he's telling you that's his partner. He's trying to convince you to follow her lead. They're manufacturing civil rights leaders and just leaders in the black community, and they're making people. They're basically making who they want to lead us so they could keep us brainwashed and brain dead and just dumb and stuck on first base. And living check to check for the rest of your damn life. So yeah, it is a big deal. And like I say, I don't think it's black on black, YouTube violence. No, not when somebody is dead wrong. I don't care if you black, blue, purple. You dead wrong. You dead wrong. And a lot of y'all are feeding poison, daily poison to black people every day. Rather it's a Stephen A. Smith, or Stephen A. Smith, or Charlamagne, a lot of them. Steve Harvey, D.L. Hughley lost me with all of that pro-Democrat shit he was kicking. I'm like, bro, I can't really fuck with you when you basically telling black people to keep doing the same shit. That doesn't work. You ain't trying to push us forward. You trying to keep us back where we at. And you okay with it because they're okay with us staying where we at because they have money. They straight. Their kids go to good schools because our kids go to bad schools. These people live in good neighborhoods because we live in bad neighborhoods. You get what I'm saying? Like, they straight. So their problems, our problems don't reflect on them. Somebody asked Offset the other day, what you think about Biden's administration? He says, oh, I know I helped him get in there. I said, yeah, we know you did. We all helped him. I didn't, but you know what I mean? Black people, yeah, y'all all helped him. And what has he done for you? Nothing. Somebody had posted the meme of Celie on Color Purple where she was asking Mister when he got the mail, you get anything for me? And they said, that's black people since Biden got in office. Niggas ain't got shit. We tried to warn you, but y'all was stuck running behind Amanda Seales, Charlamagne, and all of these people, all of these black people that you in the media, all of them was pro-Democrat. Not one of them was objective and said anything and put anybody in place. Then they dragged Ice Cube. And I just can't overlook that type of shit. So this is the shit that they doing. Boyce Watkins, like I say, I'm done with that. I can't even watch his videos anymore. Let me know what y'all think about him and his support for Charlamagne. And it's not just him. It's a few other people out there that's going to continue to support this fraud. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Hit that thumbs up. I'm out.